its orange paint, huge rear wing and £100,000 price tag, the M3 GTS certainly talks the talk, but is it as fast as a 911 GT3? Well, we're here at Millbrook's Hill Route to find out. Now, because the GT3 is the established benchmark in this class, we'll let it go first and we'll see if we can keep up. BMW have taken the 4-litre V8 from the regular M3 and enlarged it to 4.4 litres for 440 brake horsepower, making this more powerful than the GT3, but I think we are carrying a little bit more weight even despite the 75 kilo weight saving. Right, we're off. Now, it's quite a firm car. What I've noticed from driving it up here is that over bumps you can get a bit of the traction control intervening, which can cut the power, so we're going to run with it off, be wary not to get too much slip. Of course, we've got the convenience of a dual clutch gearbox, and this Matt is having to change gear himself, but as manual gearboxes go, the old GT3s is one of the best on the market. GT3 is slightly getting away from us through these direction changes, but I reckon I'll get him on some of the braking areas. He's extremely good. This is much better than the regular M3, much more grip from these Pirelli Zero Corsas, much keener turning, but there's no doubt about it, the GT3 is just getting away a little bit. It's easy to get sucked into following the GT3, and frankly I think it's just that little bit more composed, a little bit more grip and a little bit less weight to manage. This is, after all, a really tough course for any road car, and focused as these are, they are still road cars. Bit of air in the GT3, bit of air with here. More oversteer, but there's no doubting we are losing a bit of time when we are moving around like that.
Okay, so I'm in the GT3 and Jamie in the GTS is following. He's got a power advantage, not much of one. I should have a traction advantage because the engine is of course slung out the back. So let's find out. Okay, we're off. That's second gear. Picks up mightily, this thing. That's third. It's already up to 85. Like most 911s, you've just got to sort of turn it in still on the brakes to get the front tucked in. GT3 RS has less of an issue with that, but the GT3 does need it just to be settled in on the brakes, otherwise it just understeers straight away. But if you do tuck it in on the brakes, then there's loads of front end grip, the steering loads up and you can feel it. Through here, it does bounce around a bit on these quite firm dampers. This is one of those long, constant radius corners. Got to get it tucked in, and then the throttle just straightens it a touch on the way out. Big slide from the M3 behind. No such nonsense in here. Oh, blimey. This thing's got a massive traction advantage. Into here, into second gear. Oh, it loves it through there, and there's so much traction on the way out. There's a big gap opening. This thing is just mighty. The brakes are phenomenal. It carries bags of speed through this big dip here. Now, this is where it's at its worst. There's a crest here, second gear, and you just can't get the front end planted. Once you can get it straight again, then it's away. Not too much speed over the yumpings with not masses of suspension travel. That doesn't matter because the M3 is a distant-ish speck in the background. I say distant-ish, and you're looking at a few seconds. Yeah, I like this a lot, and it is quicker than the M3.
Highly amusing though the GTS is, and significantly better than the regular M3, around here at least it simply doesn't have the pace to match the 911, which has more grip on the way into corners and more traction on the way out. It's fair to say the GT3 very much remains the benchmark.